Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have my worst crypto prediction ever and where it is going on from now. I couldn't find better timing than making this video while I am sunburned and of course I'm wearing a red t-shirt. So I want to be all red with this one right there. Yes, I have to admit that this was the worst crypto prediction I have ever made, and let's see why I made this and where is it going. I'm talking about Bitcoin Cash BCH. So right here I was screaming to buy, right? When we were here, I was screaming that this is a buying opportunity. But after all, when we were here as well, I was screaming that this is a buying opportunity. And perhaps this was my worst mistake. First of all, what led me into believing that? BCH against Bitcoin chart, right? Which was very disappointing into having an only plus 87% in the monthly frame and then going down from the 20-day exponential moving average, which seems to be in a huge correction against Bitcoin chart. Right now, you can see that I was thinking that this was a bullish RSI divergence going on, but at the end of the day, it was nothing. We had also bottom tweezers right there on the monthly frame, and I thought that we are going to go all the way up higher, which was not the case for BCH against Bitcoin chart, and that led to a disappointment. Of course, Bitcoin had to be bearish, so this correction was way worse than it should already been. Alright, so therefore with all of these, I was saying that BCH could go to 500 USDT and so on, because I thought that Bitcoin had to give a little bit of a pump right there, but it wasn't worth it. We hold the 20-day MA as a resistance level and we went all the way down, thinking there that this weekly would be like a step to maybe a bullish 1 week. I was wrong again and we went down all the way. Losing this support level was pretty much over for the next few weeks. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks. And we are going maybe to the 12th week, that being bearish in the total of 13 weeks, which is pretty bearish. And as you can see, it stands now at 100 USDT. So what is next for BCH? Let's make a more realistic price prediction. Let's try to take everything into consideration. And what I want to do right here is I want to go to the BTC USDT chart right there. Okay, this was the lunacy prediction I made a little bit earlier, and you can see that BTC against USDT chart on the daily frame doesn't look extremely bullish, right? Okay, everyone knows that if BTC goes down, BCH does not stand a chance of going even higher, because the BCH against Bitcoin chart right now at least seems a little bit more bearish. Although we approach the below 30s, although we have a bullish RSI divergence, I'm not going to say that we are going all the way up higher because we need, of course, to retest the 20-day MA, and if we can manage to break it, then maybe this would be a good chance. However, BCH against Bitcoin chart looks slightly better than BCH against USDT. I'm talking about the weekly bullish RSI that it is forming a little bit right here. Okay, so with all that, if BTC goes down, then BCH might a little bit outperform Bitcoin, but it will be going down anyway. Okay, so expect a correction from BCH against USDT chart if BTC falls down, especially to the 17.6k right here and below. Then expect that BCH might even go to the 70 USDT. 85 should be the next support level, and then the 70 and so on. It has made a bad run right here, not outperforming Bitcoin. Instead, what it did was to just go against BTC into the worst, right? So therefore, it underperformed against Bitcoin charts, falling even further down in the USDT valuation. So right here on the 20-day MA, you can see that BCH just fell a little bit down from it. You can see on the weekly frame as well, we are not having any bullish RSI, we're not having anything. We are just down though to the below 30s. This is an insane amount of, actually this is insane because this is a great way to reaccumulate for the long term. Okay, what I'm telling you right now is 100% correct. It's great reaccumulation phase, weekly below the 25 RSI. Okay, of course it is going to have a buying pressure, maybe if BTC turns out to be bullish right here and we break above, let's say, because then we found previously, actually, we found resistance on the 200 moving average, you can see right here on the weekly frame, and we had a sell pressure. If Bitcoin by any chance, by any means, goes a little bit higher, then BCH could manage maybe to go until the 170.9. This is kind of the best we can get right now, but in overall it doesn't seem healthy for the short term. And what I'm talking about is we are finding constant bearish selling pressure on the 20-day MA. You can see that right here. Okay, we are getting further down right there. All right, so therefore, yeah, this is what is happening right now. This lower low, lower high pattern could be turning sometimes, of course, in the bearish market. We could be having a little bit of a bullish activity, but nothing special right here. Okay, so therefore, my opinion is that we are going to go further down with BCH against USDT chart. Okay, right now you can see that BTC against USDT chart is a little bit bearish. On the daily frame, we cannot manage to find a little bit of a buying pressure. We do not have any huge oversold situation. Therefore, we could be going down, further down, and losing some important support levels even for the next few days. So BCH against USDT chart has more chances into falling down, probably even further down into the 85 USDT. Okay, depending on the market, depending on the global economical crisis that we are having. Okay, because it is the first time that Bitcoin is going right here into a huge global recession. Okay, and we need to see how it will perform in this. However, I do not have so many positive thinkings for the short term, but on the long run, this is a huge reaccumulation phase that could get us all the way up, right? Okay, remember that when you see the below 25 RSI in the weekly frame, that means that this zone is a perfect time to buy for the long term. Okay, and if you buy right now for the long term, you can DCA easily. And of course, for the long term, maybe the 373 will be bygone, because we could go all the way up higher. BCH against Bitcoin chart right here though is struggling so much, I know that, but for the time being it is holding a little bit pretty good, and maybe it can outperform a little bit the BTC against USDT chart, actually sorry, the BTC, and we could maybe go a little bit higher. If you trade pairs, Satoshi pairs, then should be better. Okay, so this was my crazy mistake, crazy prediction that I've made. Really it was terrible, and I didn't think that BTC could manage to fall so quickly, so down right here. I thought that it had a little bit something else to give, but unfortunately on the daily frame right here you can see that we found sell pressure on the 200 MA, and then we went down all the way lower, and this was one of the worst crashes actually that I have seen for Bitcoin over the previous weeks. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do not forget to join our monthly subscription, Patreon/MindYourCrypto, and of course see you soon with many more videos. Bye.